Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you all? So our topic is
How to make dot mandala with mirror.
hello everyone guys. How are you? So today's topic is how to draw a dot mandala with the mirror in center. So I'll use the pastel shades of acrylic paint. In the last previous video, in the last chapter, in chapter 10, I told you that how you can make a dot mandala with customization, in which we placed a golden temple Amritsar photo in the center. Now in this chapter I'll tell you that if you want to make a beautiful decor piece with a mirror and dot mandala, so how you can make it. Guys, last video I chose the darker shades, but in this video I'm using pastel shades as well. The reason is to use the pastel shades so that I can tell you that how your artwork or how your dot mandala will look with the darker one and how it will look with the pastel shades. So I have already started by placing smaller dots in the first border. So let's continue. And as I am making the two line border in starting, so I'm using the flat tool and use the lavender shade, because I personally like the vibrant shade at one place, and I also love the pastel shades as well because they are look aesthetic, they look so calm, and they look so peaceful. So that's why I use the both of the shades, the darker one and the pastel one. So I used the lavender shade in first. Now I am using the pink color in the second circle and the second border and placing it as simple as that as I place the earlier one. So I'm not recording the whole video and the whole process because it will be the same, because there is a lot of dots in one circle. So if I will upload the or if I will record the whole pattern or whole single dot, so the video will be of a larger size. So to avoid this, I am just recording the common parts and the very main important parts in it. So in the lavender shade and the pink shade, between the both lines, I am thinking that there is a little bit space, so I can use the smallest round tool to place the dots as well. So let's complete this. I'm using the sea green color. You can also check to place a larger dot here. So first of all, I'm leaving the space between the two dots for the one line. So basically I'm placing the dots alternatively. I'm not placing the dots in each and every line because in my coming pattern, I need space. So for the space I have to leave the space properly, so that it will be more convenient to me to make the perfect dots as well. So let's complete this complete circle, then we'll move to the next part. Although I have already told you about the tips and tricks a lot of time in each and every video, in each and every chapter, I always tell about you, and even I'll make a special video for you also, that simple tips and tricks for the dot mandala, and which tips and tricks you can use to make your dot mandala perfect and amazing. But Still, I always tell you the tips and tricks in each and every video, so that there should be there should not be a single doubt in your mind, in your brain, for related to the dot mandala. Guys, you can observe that how I use the tool, how I can place the dot, how I handle the tool, because these simple observations, these simple tips will help you to make a perfect dot mandala. So now I am using a simple 0 number brush, paint brush. I already placed little dots on the with the different shade on the top of the larger dots, and now I am making these designs in it. And these designs I have already taught you a lot of time, but there is a little bit difference. Always we make this design from upside to downside, but in this I am making the design from downward to upward. So there is a little bit difference in it. So there is a simple thing I need to tell you, that you can change the topics, change the designs according to your creativity. So this design you can make from upward to downward also, and this design you can make from downward to upward also. So you can make this with the both of the techniques. Both techniques will be look different, will be look little bit different. So you can choose this design according to your dot mandala, according to your design, and turn by turn you can use it. So but you should be perfect in both the designs. And I always tell you that when you try a new design, so please use the notebook, please use the sketchbook, so that this will help you to make your design perfectly. Because if you will direct use or make the designs on the final part or final MDF or final project, so if it will be ruined, so this will be little hurtful. So first of all, please always practice the dots, practice the designs on the rough paper before making this. And now in this I am using the smaller tool comparatively to the previous one, and I am using different shade and placing a dot on the blue one. Guys, for this design, like dot on dot, you need to wait, and you have to wait till the first one will dry. Please place the dot on the one bigger dot after it will completely dry, otherwise it will smudge completely. Now I'm making the same design I made the previous, but now you can check I am doing it in opposite direction. So here is the simple thing I want to tell you, that please I can only tell you, you can see a lot of videos, you can even not of only mine, but there is a lot of artists on YouTube, there is a lot of artists on Instagram. You can check the videos of a lot of people, but a simple thing is you need to try, you need to practice, you need to be patient, you need to be calm to make your dot mandala perfectly. Because we can only tell you in the videos, but this is a practical. So you can only be perfect in this artwork after practicing a lot. Even I didn't make a perfect dot mandala in my first attempt. I practiced a lot, I made a lot of dot mandala. I started on I tell you my journey first of all for dot mandala. When I started making dot mandalas, so I made patterns on the black sketchbook. So I made a lot of I think 5 to 6 dot mandalas on sketchbook. So then I bought MDFs, and I didn't buy MDF of larger size in the first time. On the first time, I took smaller pieces of MDFs, like a small keychain, a small size fridge magnet, and I practiced on it. When I was capable to make the dot mandalas on MDF, I thought that now I can make it. Then only I bought a larger sized MDF to make a dot mandala on it. So guys, it's not a very difficult task, but this needs practice. I always tell you, this needs practice. So this pattern you can check, I am making in the whole circle. So it's almost going to complete now. I'm using the lime green color, and yeah, I can also tell you that which shades you can see in the pastel acrylic kit. 2 shades of pink, which is peach pink, and the one is the baby pink, one is lime green, one is lavender, one is sea green, and one is very light yellow. So you will found the 6 shades in this kit. Now I checked, now there is a kit available in the market with the same brand having 10 or 12 shades in the pastel kit. You can check it out. So I'm not confirmed about it. So now I'm using the pink shade. So pattern is same, but a little bit bigger with the previous one. So you can check the pattern, design, how I'm making this. Even I have speed up the video with 1.3x speed. So please observe, please notice that how slowly I made this, because after the speed up video still you can check that the video is too slow. But if you will see the actual video without speed up or without the increasement of the speed, you will see that how politely, how with patience I'm making the designing, I'm making the pattern, because the simple thing needs practice and need patience. So now this pattern was completed. So now I'm making the same layer with the yellow shade, and now it's little bit smaller with the pink one. Let's complete it down, then we'll continue the next part. So this pattern is going to complete now, and after that I'll make a new pattern, which is this. And this pattern I'm going to closing now with the reverse designing. As I started this pattern with the lavender shade, now I am doing the same, but now closing this pattern here. So this is looking like a floral leafy pattern, pan shaped design. So you can check the cleanliness, you can check the perfection in the work. You just need to do for making this designing, just place the brush on the base with the pressure, and please lift it up when you will come to the end. So this is the simple procedure to make this pattern. As I told earlier, as I told a lot of time that how you can make this pattern, while started you need to give a pressure on it, and when you will come to an end, just lift it up the brush, and then it will make a automatically corner design. Your base should be smooth, otherwise you can face a little bit problem to if your base is rough and your paint consistency was not good, and when you will apply the patterns, when you will apply the designing on it, then the above color which you are using to make a pattern that color will be dry again and again after taking a lot of color in the brush, because the roughness of the base. So your base should be smooth always. Just keep in mind, check before making the patterns that it should be smooth, it should be clear, it should be clean, because the base depends, the designing depends on the base only. So let's complete this pattern, and it's almost going to complete. Then 1 or 2 designs are left, then we'll continue this design. Okay, so actually first, if you check the center dot in this pattern, I made a larger dot with the lavender pattern, then I placed a pink dot on it, then I placed a yellow smaller dot on it to make a cute 3-layer dot. So you can make it like this by placing dot on dot. You can make a layered dot as well. Now I made a very liquid consistency of this pink color to make this pattern, because you can check I am placing the dot twice at a same place, so that your paint should be enough, so that it will drag, so that it will smudge, so that it will you can drag it out. So that's why I'm placing a dot twice on a same place, and then I'm taking a smaller round shape tool to start from the center and just drag it out. Start from center and then from left, then right, or from right, from left. So you can make this pattern easily, but yes, your paint consistency should be amazing so that you can make it very well. If your paint consistency will be thick, you can't drag it down, so think about it. So after completing dry, I placed a sea green dot on the top of this design, and always I placed a little bit smaller dots on the top of this designing to make the running dot pattern on it. I think you have remembered the running dot pattern. Actually I taught you in the previous videos as well, but in this dot mandala I have not used yet that running dot pattern, so but I will make now. So running dot pattern is this, that you will dip the tool once in the paint and make the continuously dots with that same tool. So you don't need to dip the tool again and again. As you can know that once one dot we will make with the paint, so we dip the tool once after placing the dot. But when you make the running dot patterns, so you need to dip once in the bottle and then make the dots completely. Now complete it down, then I'll make the same brush strokes patterns over here. But first of all we need to make these running dots completely, and I'm using the half till now, because for the below side I'll use another dotting tool for it. And let's complete it first, then I'll teach you the second part. So it has completed. Now I'm taking the smaller tool and making these dotting tools like this, and simple. I dip the tool once in the paint bottle and placing the dots continuously for one design. So you need to dip the tool after placing the dots on one side. For the another side you need to dip the tool again. So this is the whole design for this pattern. Color combination so soothing. So if your customers, or if you want to make a soothing or very peaceful artwork, so you can use these light shades. They are very amazing, And if your customers are wanting to, you know, to make the dot mandala or make the artwork very vibrant, very attractive, very bright, so you can use the bright colors. So it will be totally depend on the perception and depend on the choice of yours and your customer. So let's finish this first of all, then I'll use the brush for the brush strokes. Brush strokes will be the same as the previous one, as I told you, but with the same designing, with the with the same uh, designing, and with the same patterns. So with the brush, I'm using lavender shade first and making the brush strokes very politely and with the calmness. Guys, this is the 11th chapter, and in the upcoming last two videos I'll teach you that the simple tips and tricks and how to make your dot mandala perfect, and the title will be the common mistakes and how you can correct them. And in the last video I'll tell you that how you can seal your dot mandala so that it will be long lasting. For the practical, it is the last video, and I hope you have learned a lot in this dot mandala course. So our lavender shade pattern was completed. Now I'm using the lime green color and making the same designing with attaching with the previous one. So when you will use colors again and again with the different shades and joining these patterns, then it will complete with the beautiful floral or blooming flower look after the end. Like when you see a flower while it blooms after, from bud, so it will look like that also. So how you can make it good. So let's complete this first, then we'll use the another shade. So our lime shade pattern was completed, and now I'm using the pink shade. You can like I have already used 3 shades in this pattern. Like first I made stroke with the lavender, secondly I made a stroke with lime green, and thirdly I am making the brush stroke with the pink. So these all are the different colors, and even I'll use the other brush strokes with the different color, but it's totally up to your choice. Like sometimes you can use the same color for continuously 2 strokes. You can use the light or dark shades of the same color. You can use the 2 color combination, like can use them alternatively, like first use pink, then yellow, pink, and yellow, pink, and yellow. So it's totally like it depends on your color combination and your color palette of your dot mandala. Like my color palette of this dot mandala is pastel, so I'm using all the 6 colors of the pastel shades. So this is basically the depends on your color combination of your dot mandala. So now I'm moving downward now and making the brush strokes little bit smaller with the previous ones, because now it's going to complete only like 1 or 2 more petals need to make this complete pattern. So guys, I hope you are understanding the concept of dot mandala. I have already taught you the lot of patterns in it, and in each and every practical chapter I taught you different designs. Like when we taught about the fridge magnet, so I taught you that how you can make a evil eye fridge magnet while using a different sizes of dots. In that there were not patterns over there in the fridge magnet, but we just learned how we can make the dot mandala with simple dots. So if I talk about the tea coaster, I taught you that how you can use your neon shades, vibrant shades practically. If I talk about the keychain, so in this also I taught you that how you can make your DIY personal customized keychains with you, and how you can use the light and dark color combination. And like means in each and every video I taught you the different concept of the dot mandala. I didn't use the same technique, I didn't use the same procedure with the two videos. In each and every video I taught you the different concept, different designing of each and every part. So in the chapter 10 in the customized dot mandala, I taught you that how you can make your dot mandala with the bright colors, and in this I'm using the pastel shades and teach you that how you can make this. So guys, as you can check, our sea green pattern is going on, and after that I'll use yellow because I have not used yellow yet to make the brush stroke like this. You can check, and our flower pattern is going to complete now. There is a lot of little bit space on the top corner in the center of two designs at the edge of the MDF. You can check. So over here I'll make a smaller dot of pink color to fill the color. But if there is no place or there is no space in the MDF of yours, so please don't use it. Like don't think that I told you to make a dot on the edge, so you are making it. No, don't do that. If you are already observing that there is not a space on the edge, there is not a space in between two patterns, so don't place a dot on it. It's not compulsory, so don't make it messy. Okay, so guys, our dot mandala is going to complete. Now I have a mirror of 6 inches in center, and I'm placing it inside. You can check, you can order this size mirrors in the market. You can buy from the local markets, so I have bought it online. I'm applying the Fevicol inside the circle, and even for the safety purpose I'm using the Feviquick for the perfect pasting, and I'll place the dots in it after a little bit distance. So just apply it over here and place your mirror in the center with safety. It's totally your choice, like which size you are making. I am using the 10 inches MDF board, and I used 6 inches mirror in the center. Guys, I hope you liked a lot. You can check the final look, and I really enjoyed the process. I hope you have also enjoyed the process while making this. So do practical also, be creative. I hope you enjoying. I hope you will try it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.